So, you're looking to become a life coach without having to get a certification? Good news! You don't need a certification to become a successful life coach, and the better news is I'm going to show you how you become a successful life coach, making your first or your next 100K as a life coach in this video. Let's rock and roll.
We all win when we all win. We all win when we all win.
Hey there, my friend. I'm Super Sid, the Marketing Shaman, and I help life coaches and healers make their first or next 100K with profitable presentations. And in today's video, I'm going to be going over exactly how can you become a life coach without having to go out there and spend a ridiculous amount of money on a certification that you do not need to become a successful life coach in the first place. Let's rock and roll. All right, so let's go over exactly what a life coach is in the first place. So a life coach is going to be someone who helps somebody right in their life. So what exactly does that mean? Well, that means they're helping someone with one of three core markets, and that means they're helping them with health, wealth, or relationships, and ultimately they're helping them reach a goal that they have within health, wealth, or relationships that they're not able to get to by themselves, or they have not been able to get to at all yet in their life, right? Now after that is why are you getting paid as a life coach? Well, you're going to be getting paid as a life coach. You're going to be helping people again get to that goal. So think about it, right? They're currently here. They want to get here, and they're paying you as a coach because you're going to be that guide and you're going to help them get there. The truth of the matter is a lot of times people think, a lot of certification schools might say you should get certified, right? Like graduate from high school. So after you go get certified, you can have a piece of paper that says you are qualified, right, to go and do this. The truth of the matter is there's a lot of niches and a lot of people who need help with things and with problems around health, wealth, and relationships that do not require a certification, and you do not need to go get one if you have a proven track record of being able to help either yourself through that specific problem or someone else through that specific problem without a certification. The truth of the matter is if I'm standing next to someone who doesn't have a certification but has helped 100 people solve a problem versus someone who just got a certification and has helped 0 people solve a specific problem, I'm going to always go after the one who's specifically helped and shown results of helping that specific problem, regardless if they have a piece of paper saying that they're allowed to or they're not, right? I'm going to go toward the people who actually got their problem solved. So ultimately, I want to go ahead and just eliminate this whole you need a life coach certification to go out there and help people, because you do not need a life coach certification to go out there and simply help people with problems that they have. And you, my friend, can go out there and start doing this right now. Before I go into the next piece of exactly going over this simple 3-step system in regards to how you can start signing up people as a life coach that want to work with you to start getting your help, and you can start getting paid as a life coach and get on the journey to making your first or your next 6 figures as a life coach, I want to remind you to subscribe to this channel. I'm putting out new and exciting videos every single day showing life coaches and healers how they can make their first or next 100K with profitable presentations. Make sure to click that button below and subscribe. All right, so now that we've talked about what a life coach is and why to be a life coach you do not need a certification, now let's go over the first steps in regards to becoming a life coach and ultimately signing up new clients here quickly that need your help. So the first thing we need to identify is what we classify as identification, and what this is understanding who it is that we are wanting to help. The way that we look at this is we want to classify and understand the specific desires that the prospects and the people who need our help are having, and what are those problems and what are they causing to have happen up in their head. Ultimately, we do this by asking, right, a question that's going to help us identify the surface desire. That's the thing they can see that once they get, it's going to help them then gain, right, that core desire that ultimately they want to get to. So I help, right, life coaches with making their first or their next 100K with what and that's a surface desire. That 100K being the surface desire is going to help that life coach gain their core desire of freedom, spending more time with their family, quitting their 9-to-5 job, whatever that might be. Right? So now that you understand those, we can typically then ask the question of if I could just blank, and answering that word blank is then going to be able to go out there and you are going to be able to understand what those surface desires or things that your prospects are starting to walk toward to get help with so that they can then obtain that surface desire. So what we want to make sure we do is we ask these 3 questions, we understand these 3 questions, and then we really identify who it is that we are wanting to help and the problem that they're having to solve before we start then providing a solution and offer that we're going to talk about here in this next segment. All right, so we understand the who, and we understand exactly now who it is that we're wanting to help, the problem that they have. But now what we need to do is we need to create, or we need to identify the solution that it is that we can do to solve the problem that they have. So what we want to do is we need to go out there and we need to identify a solution that is going to help them with the problem that they have and solve that problem that they have. And as a bonus, we want to do it as quickly as we can. We want to make sure that we are creating offers and products for people that are helping them not just solve their problems, problems, but helping them solve their problems faster, right, than the next guy in line. You gotta remember, people are paying to get your help, not just because you're helping them, but because you're helping them get to their goal, typically a lot faster than not only if they could do it on their own, but a lot faster than if they were to do it usually somewhere else as well. So we want to make sure that inside these offers, not only are we creating a solution that's going to help them get to right and solve their problem faster than the next guy, we also want to make sure that we're not just putting out products and services as life coaches out there, because this is where a lot of life coaches get it wrong. And when they just put out products and services, they get nowhere near as much velocity or as much money or new clients when people sign up, because they're only offering a service or a product in one vertical manner. What I mean by that is they're only offering it to where somebody can get their help through one-on-one coaching, group coaching, whatever it is, but one very linear way. The truth of the matter is people like to take in information and get help in a lot of different ways. And even though your product or your solution might be, or your product and solution might be one thing, you can deliver that one thing in a bunch of different ways, which is going to allow you to then make multiple offers and ultimately, right, sign up people into multiple offers, solving one core thing. So while we're creating our initial offer, what we want to make sure that we're doing in all the offers is we want to identify the solution, and then what we want to do is we want to make sure that we answer the internal and the external objections that people might have inside that offer. So when we're putting inside like the Life Coach Launch offer, we're answering questions, right, in regards to internal objections of can I do this, while also answering external objections of do I have the resources to get this done. We're adding all of that stuff into our offers so that we can answer these questions when people are being presented with the offer initially. The last thing we want to make sure that we do is we add a reason to take action now. We do this through things like bonuses as well as deadlines and open and close carts. The reason we do this is because we want to add pressure to people who see the offer and ultimately let them know that if they want to get help and the pain is that great that they need to take action now. And by doing this, more people are going to take action now, and more people are going to sign up with you as a life coach in the near future. All right, so now we have our offer. Let's go into how we're going to make money from this offer and how we're going to get people to pay us money, right, to take our offer and get our help. And we do this here at Life Coach Launch with what we classify as profitable presentations. And what a profitable presentation is going to be is where you go out there and you demonstrate in a presentation at mass to multiple people, right, helping them by actually helping them at that workshop and at that presentation. So what we want to make sure that we do is that we go out there and we schedule out profitable presentations which are helping people solve a specific problem that they are having in regards to wanting to reach the goal that they have. And then the way we make money with this is after these people come to these presentations, we then offer, right, to help them more, right, after helping them so that they can actually get to that bigger goal that they want to get to, that surface desire, that core desire that we talked about earlier on in this video, even faster than they didn't when they didn't get your help. These presentations are going to help you demonstrate to people how you can help them by actually helping them, and getting you a lot more closer to the people who actually need your help, which means when they get that help, are going to be a lot more in tune to wanting to take action a lot quicker and getting more help from you at the end of that presentation. Are you a life coach or healer who's looking to make your first or next 6 figures as a life coach or healer? Well, then I got a free gift for you called my 100K Life Coach Launch Guide, and you can grab that 100K Life Coach Launch Guide right now in the description. Just click down here in the description and you can grab this 100K Life Coach Launch Guide, which is going to be a 22-page guide showing you how you can go out there and become a life coach and make 6 figures as a life coach following our very simple 3-step system. Make sure to click that link down there in the description and grab your free copy of that 100K Life Coach Launch Guide right now. And don't forget, we all win when we all win. I choose to win today, and I hope you choose to win by clicking down there below and grabbing your free copy of this 100K Life Coach Launch Guide right now. We'll see you in the next video.